feed formulation. Yes, if you check in the previous video where I made an introduction to feed formulation, I defined feed. Yes, after the definition, I highlighted the keywords and explained them. Yes, like palatability. So I explained all of those things. I went as far as classifying feed for you. I classified it into three and they gave you the detailed analysis of those classifications. So today we are going into feed formulation proper. Yes, feed formulation, otherwise known as ration balancing, is just the application of mathematical formula using two or more feed ingredients to meet the nutrient requirement of the animal you want to feed. Maybe you want to feed chicks or growers or maybe layers, piglets like the creep feed, or you are formulating for a lactating pig. So all of them are what? Ration balancing. So there are mathematical principles you must apply to meet the nutrient requirement of the particular animal you want to feed. Because each animal have their nutrient requirement depending on the age and purpose of the production. Yes, so for you to formulate feed, I've already given you what you need to know in the previous video before you come out to formulate feed. So the feed formulation is what we are going to start full time now. Let's formulate feed for a finisher broiler or broiler finisher feed. Yes, some of you are still confused about the difference between finisher broiler and broiler finisher. Finisher broiler is a broiler at the finisher phase, while broiler finisher is a feed given to broiler at the finisher phase. Now, if you are formulating feed for finisher broiler and the broiler requires 3,000 kilocalorie per kg metabolizable energy to enable you fatten it to meet up with market size without any chemical, and you need like 19% crude protein in the diet, how do you go about it? Now, listen and watch. Pick your pen and paper and follow me. Yes, assuming you have maize. Yes, so if you have 55% maize, this is what we call the dietary chart. The dietary chart is the list of feed ingredients you want to use for your feed formulation and their various percentage inclusion. So you have maize, rice bran, soya bean cake, that is SBC, groundnut cake is GNC, fish meal. So this is the foundation. Now, if you sum these percentages now, all of them will total 100. The total must be what? 100 plus or minus 2. For you to calculate the total energy value of this combination, this is what you will do. You now say 55 over 100 times the energy value of maize, which is 3,400, and you'll be having what? So if you use your calculator, you will discover you have 1870. Yes, you now do the same on rice bran. 15 over 100 times the energy value of rice bran, that is 2860, 2860. So you will be having 429. Are you there? Now, soya bean cake, 15 over 100 times the energy value of soya bean cake, which is 2,700, and you will be having 405. Then groundnut cake, 10 over 100 times the energy value of groundnut cake, which is 2,640, and that will give you 264. Then fish meal 2/100 times 2,860. That is the energy value of fish meal, and that will give you 57.2. If you now sum up these values, you will be having 3,043. Yes, this is the total calculated energy value. So the total energy value of this combination now is 3,043 kilocalorie per kg metabolizable energy. Are you there? So that is the total energy value now. Yes, of course, limestone is calcium source. Lysine is limiting amino acid. Methionine is limiting amino acid. Premix is multivitamin. And salt, of course, is a mineral source. So in your salt, you can choose to use industrial salt or your refined salt. I prefer using refined salt, especially Mr. Chef, because of the iodine value. Because Mr. Chef is iodized salt. Sorry, I'm not trying to advertise the product, but I'm just telling you what I prefer using when I'm formulating my own feed. Are you there? Now, that is the total calculated energy value. That is 3,043 kilocalorie per kg metabolizable energy. Now, how do you calculate the protein value now? So a similar procedure. On the protein value now, you now say 55/100. 55 is the percentage of maize in the dietary chart. So 55/100 times the protein value of maize, which is 10, and that will give you 5.5. Then 15/100 times the protein value of rice bran, which is 12, and that will give you 1.8. And 15/100 times the protein value of soyabean cake, which is 44, and that will give you 6.6. 10/100 times the protein value of groundnut cake, which is 45, and that will give you 4.5. Then 2/100 times the protein value of fish meal, which is 65, and that will give you 1.3. So you sum up. When you add up 5.5 plus 1.8 plus 6.6 plus 4.5 plus 1.3, total will give you 19.3% CP. So now you discover that you've obtained the energy and the protein requirement of the finisher broiler. Are you there? So now you go ahead to formulate your feed. Assuming you want to formulate 10 bags of feed, for instance, one bag is equal to 25 kg. And the 10 bags will give you 250 kg. The total requirement now is 250 kg feed, and that will give you the 10 bags you want to formulate. And that one depends on your pocket or the quantity of animal you have in the stock. Now, you now say 55/100 times 250. Whatever you obtain from there will now give you the quantity of maize required. So whatever answer you get, you take it, you keep it there. Then you do the same on rice bran. 15/100 times 250. Whatever answer you get, you write it. You do the same in all of them. So whatever answer you get, those are the quantities of those individual ingredients you are going to use in the formulation. And in this quantity, you will do that all through the ingredients needed. We did not use lysine, limestone, methionine, premix, and salt when we were calculating energy and the protein, because there is no protein value or energy value in each of these ones. There might be, but they are quite insignificant and they are not recognized. Do you understand? This method is called what? Trial and error method. There are other methods, but this is the most conventional one. Other ones can be used when two feed ingredients are involved. So if you have any question, you drop it at the comment section. Please help me subscribe to encourage us to do more. Thank you and God bless you as you watch and share. Bye.